Hello guys, and welcome to my new channel. This is probably gonna be one of the first videos up on all times. It's pretty much this whole channel is just gonna be my spiritual journey basically. And Sandra, this lovely lady, has decided that she doesn't mind being my mentor in all this. And if you saw, like, I will link it to a different video on a different channel of mine where she actually gave me this stuff. Which was like, what, an hour ago or something like that?
Yeah.
So I'm super excited. I've always been interested in tarots, but I've never had the chance to actually learn about it or anything, so I never really know how to start with it. And now she just got me a few things which she's gonna like teach us about and
I'm gonna try.
Do your best. And then we're just gonna go from there and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is just basically so you know that I'm starting completely from scratch, so you're just gonna follow my journey from start to wherever it leads. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so take us by what you got me here.
So, first of all, I got Kiri selenite because selenite is easy. It's self-cleansing.
Oh, by the way, I'm writing. If you see me writing, it's because I'm writing like notes, so I can remember this. Because I'm trying to learn here. This is just much for me as it is for you. So what did you say it was called?
Selenite.
So selenite.
Selenite.
It cleanses the cards.
Yes.
Can cleanse the cards.
Yes. It cleanses everything.
Can cleanse everything apart from dishes.
Exactly. Don't do that. This doesn't do well with water or rain. Then it's gonna scrumble or crumble.
No water, no outside.
No.
So don't put that outside with the rest of your crystals when it's full moon.
Nope. Nope. And you call this like a unicorn horn.
Because it's shaped like a unicorn horn.
Yep. And it's pointy at both ends, which makes the energy flow easier.
Okay.
And that's good for Kiri because it's her first time.
Is that also what this does? The riddles like makes it flow, or?
I actually don't know.
That it's pointy?
I just know that the pointy tails is all about that the energy flows easier. And I do believe that it has something to do with the roundness, or what you call that, the spiral.
Okay, so can I just ask, because you had different ones before and they were not pointed.
No.
So why would you ever buy one that's not pointed compared to one that's pointed?
I do have one of these.
That's pointed as well.
That's exactly like that.
Oh, like...
Yes. But this one is the first one I got, so this is my baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's my first baby, it's like an old son or old daughter. This is how the selenite looks from
when it's uncut.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. And then the newest member of my family is this one. This is like, you know, I showed this to Kiri, that you can do the thing where you see it? I'm not going to show you guys. You do this, and then you do this. So you close down the energy of the card.
Right.
Before you use it.
So it's like a clean slate for the cards.
Exactly.
That way you like take out old energy and so it's ready for new energy.
Yeah.
Right? That's how you should interpret that.
Yes, exactly.
So is there anything else that you would use it for apart from the cards? You said you can cleanse your crystals as well.
Yeah, exactly. I normally do the thing where I put my where is the other thing you got from me? The pendulum.
Oh yeah.
Try to give me the pendulum.
We were just talking about we would like to focus this video on just the cards and the selenite.
Yeah.
So I had actually put this away, but you gave me this as well. It's like, what did you call it? A pendulum?
A pendulum, yeah, with a clear quartz.
Yeah. So it looks like this.
It's all about wisdom, clear thinking, clear answers. I normally do the thing where I do this.
Wrap it around.
Yeah, and then let it lay for, I don't know, 20 or 10 minutes, not more. But then you just put the crystals on it.
Right. And what you also said before is that it's ideal to keep it near your crystals, right?
Yeah, it is.
Normally when you don't use it.
Yeah.
So it cleanses the energy.
Yeah.
So just period. It cleanses energy, period.
Yes.
So energy of crystals, energy of cards, energy of rooms, energy of space.
Like if you feel that one of your chakras doesn't work, if you feel that it's your throat chakra, then you put it on your throat chakra. If it's your, crown chakra. I'm going to teach you all that too.
I love knowledge. I want to know everything.
But that's, again, the key word is clearing away energy.
Right.
That's why we love it.
Okay, so now we know what this is for.
Yeah.
And how to use it.
Yes.
Okay, so let's move on to the actual cards now. So now we know the basics of how to...
Yeah.
What to do before we even touch the cards.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Because you should always do this, right? Before you touch the cards.
Yeah. I will actually say there's something else that you need to do, and I'm gonna in a moment.
Because I think it's just we might as well just start with before the cards and then move on to the cards.
Yeah. So.
Sorry.
One thing that no stress. That I'm gonna give Kiri is Palo Santo, because one thing is to use this, but another thing is to use put fire to Palo Santo and then put it around yourself, so that you are
like clench yourself.
Yeah, and then you put it all over your deck.
So does that do a different thing than this?
It's the same.
When I say this, I'm referring to the selenite.
To the selenite. It is the same, but I like to use Palo Santo because it clears away the energy if you've been together with other people. Like if you come home from work, you have a lot of attachments, for that.
Like that?
Yeah. But you really have to put it on the fire a long time. It really has to burn. Another thing you can use is white sage. Again, you can use whatever you want, but it does the same trick. But Palo Santo is just...
Is it a type of wood? Or?
Yeah, it is. It smells so good. I think you did smell it. Yeah, you like it.
I do like to smell it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of like smell like a bit like a tea store.
Yeah.
It smells a little bit tea-ish.
Yeah. Another thing Kiri is going to get is mugwort. This opens up the connection with the spiritual, which is all you're going to do when you work with spiritual.
Right.
So it opens up you for making contact with, the universe and the angels and the guides and everything.
Okay, so basically what you do is this, then cards.
Yeah. Before you do tarot cards, you sit down and you really...
Like cleanse yourself.
You cleanse yourself with Palo Santo. Then you you burn this and you just put it around yourself and just, sniff it in.
Right.
Because you're going, if you use this, you're going to get in a very hypnotic... It's not like drugs, but it calms you down.
Right. But what does that do again? So the Palo Santo clears energy from people.
Yes.
And this...
The mugwort opens up for the spiritual world. Yeah, for your intuition. It's very magical. Can you feel the shift?
Yeah.
It's very relaxing.
It is very relaxing.
It's
very calming.
But don't drink it.
And very, it makes you, focused.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not drugs. It's not. It's just, again, herbs. You can really, you can do magical things with it. I'm gonna give Kiri some of the white sage as well. This you can do for your entire home. If you have one room specific that you feel is negative, you're gonna take this and then go in all the corners of the room, and you're gonna say, remove all the bad negative energy and replace with new positive energy. And open up the windows. That's one of the things. If you don't open up the windows, it's not gonna flush away the bad.
Because it can't, it has nowhere to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That's one of the things that people forget sometimes.
So, mugwort, Palo Santo, selenite?
Yeah, that's a good start, I will say. And if you don't, you don't have to buy mugwort, but if you can, it's a good thing to get.
I might as well start off the best way I can, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so then what? So now we have cleansed the deck, we have cleansed ourselves, opened up for the spiritual world, and cleansed energy from people.
Yes.
Right.
Then you take. Maybe we should. I don't know if you need to use your cards. So the deck that Kiri got is actually not the original writer's deck, but it's the what's happening behind the scenes. But I am, she is going to get the normal deck at some point.
There was no other weird things, right?
I don't think so.
When I say weird things, it's because there was like just 2 cards that's not like a part of the deck.
Yeah. I actually do want you to cleanse your deck because you haven't really used it yet.
No.
So if you put this, I might actually film for Kiri so that you guys still have an option to see what she's doing.
Thank you.
I am the backstage photographer.
I know.
So if you put light, or put
Let's try not to burn everything down.
If you can, then I'm gonna turn.
Oh, it's fine. I got it.
Okay.
Okay, then what?
You really have to hold it over the fire for a while.
Oh, I love that sound.
It's so magical. And it smells so good. Because it really has to burn. Yeah, then you just
And the candle?
blew it out.
Put this here. So you do like this?
Yes. Then you say, I cleanse away all the old negative energy and replace with positive new energy. And then you turn it around so that all corners, all corners get.
So you say, can you repeat that? So cleanse away
all
negative
all the old negative
energy and replace with new positive energy.
Yes.
Yes.
It will take you a while to really get.
I'm gonna write that down.
Here's your magic.
And you can just like you do yourself.
You can do it yourself as well, yeah. Look at her being all spiritual. I am like the proud mom.
It smells so good.
It does. It's so magical.
Like if you don't know, it's hard to describe. It's just like a really calming, like lovely smell.
Yes. What I normally do is that I always just do this, because then it's really making it stop burning anymore.
And we need it to stop burning.
Yeah. Yes.
Because we don't want to burn it unnecessary.
No.
Okay, so now we did that.
So now you need to shuffle the deck.
Is there any specific way to shuffle it?
Normally not, but I will say that what I do is I cut the deck.
Like that?
Yes. Oh no! First of all, 3 knocks.
And what does that do?
It knocks out the leftover energy.
Knocks out leftover.
And you can do that if you do the readings. If you're done with water signs, and you have to do the earth signs, then you knock out the old energy. Yeah. Okay. Cut.
I'm just gonna do so they can see.
Yeah.
So we're cutting the deck in half.
Yeah.
And is there any specific method to your madness, or is it just like what works best?
I would say that it would work best, but I just like to do it that way. Also because. Okay. Bye. Well, when I do readings, and I try to shuffle the card.
So basically, let me just say for this camera in case it didn't get caught on. We separate the deck and then we just do like this.
Yeah. And if, for example, the cards like this, like the half of the cards didn't shuffle, then normally it means that whoever you're doing a reading for, they are stuck.
They're what?
They are stuck. Their energy is stuck.
And then what do you do?
That is just like a hint for you that someone that you're doing a reading for out there on YouTube, the energy is stuck. That means that they don't have flow in their life. So there might be a lot of reverse cards. There might be a lot of
So you're
negative
like, it's
energy.
like the
It's a
deck
hint.
preparing you. For
Yeah,
what's-
exactly. Yeah,
So it's not something you would necessarily say out loud.
I do it. I always say it, but again, you don't have to. But it's magical. What you do is that you cut it.
Okay, so then after that you cut it in like 3 separate stacks.
Yeah.
I'm just telling people what's happening on the table.
So you guys know what's happening.
Would it be better if I like bend it down so they can see what's going on the table instead?
Definitely. You can use this because my camera died anyway.
Okay, so back in business. So we decided that we're gonna just film the table instead because you don't really need to look at our faces anyways when we're doing this. Okay, why is this?
Oh my god! How funny is that? That's always a sign that one of the cards are, you know, the reverse lovers.
So what do you, when this happens, like if you like do this,
Then there's meaning with it.
so you have to put this aside.
I put it to the side because it's an energy card. I always use them as energy cards or helping cards.
And do I then keep separating because I was like, okay, so then you separate into 3 different, and then what?
And then
Put them in a different order back together?
No, just put them together again.
What? Uh-oh.
That's pretty.
They're very slippery. I think it's because they're new. Okay, now what?
Let's say this is a reading for water signs. Then you're gonna be like, what is the message for the water signs?
So, and then you put aside cards.
Yeah, if this happens, you have to use your intuition.
Okay.
I would say that yes, but this is too many cards.
Right.
So I put them back, and then I say, again.
And you shuffle hard so something falls out, or
I do it like this. So you know.
So like that, for instance.
Yeah, already a sign. Whoa, that is tricky.
Okay.
See,
and then you keep going.
Yes, someone is sneaky in a relationship. That's not good cards.
Uh-oh. I think this requires maybe practice.
It will, but you do a good job. So if you feel that you're done shuffling, then you put.
So this is like we're still practicing. So let's just say that we're done shuffling.
Yeah. Then we just put 3 cards down.
So you just do it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. The card that's on the bottom is a part of your reading. That's the energy card.
So
yeah, but you have to. The way that it faces you is the way that it is. So it's actually reversed.
So it's upside down.
Yeah. So this is the past. This is now
the present and the future.
In the future.
Okay, so shall we talk about what the different cards mean that we have on the table now?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just point this a bit over here. So right now we have 2 cards that are shuffled. Remember that they fell out of the deck, and then I chose these 3. So past, present, future. Yes, and this one is reversed, as well as this one is reversed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Good. Okay. So then what would you do?
Again, you have to use your intuition, but I will say that this reading is about someone who is dealing with someone who's been sneaky in a relationship.
Because the lovers and then the swords.
Yeah, because this is a sneaky energy.
Mm-hmm. Right. What does the sword mean again?
Yeah, try to look it up. Sometimes numbers is also something important. Like 10 is something is complete, something is done. So I use the original meaning of the cards.
Swords, the original meaning of swords.
Of the 7 of Swords is all about sneaky energy. Because someone's sneaking away with something.
Right. So right now we're talking about this card, if you're in doubt and can't really see it. Swords. And the other one we had was lovers. So pairing them together, she would conclude that someone is being sneaky concerning a relationship in one way or another.
So you can see.
Upright meaning guide 7 of Swords. Deceit, lies, trickery, cheating, theft, unhanded, scheming, dangerous, risky behavior.
Yeah.
So could it also be, like if my intuition told me that it was like a risky love thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Like for instance, depending on what my intuition told me.
Yeah. Also, you know, again, the other cards.
Right. But these, so these are overall? Or because these are past, present, and future.
Yeah.
So these are overall.
It's overall and it's helping cards.
Okay.
It's someone you can always go back and forth, with like.
So you're like drawing like a meaning together of the entirety.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
The Lover's reverse is all about disharmony, trust issues, unbalance.
So the Lovers.
Oh. It was reversed.
Oh, it was reversed. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, you
disharmony, trust issues. So someone is being. So maybe it would be like someone. Like if maybe I was talking to someone who was in a relationship, maybe they find their partner untrustworthy, and it's for a reason because they're having sneaky behavior.
Yes. It's actually pretty easy if you get the.
Right, but you just have to like. Yeah.
You have to. It's like telling a story.
Right. This one is saying boredom or rejection. Here.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
But that would be right.
Yes.
Okay.
Rejecting an offer. It's like the universe is trying to offer you something, but you don't see it or you don't want it.
That was in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the past, at some point, you were offered something that you decided not to take, or you decided was.
Yeah. Maybe because there was this in the so then you can say, oh, maybe in the past someone was sneaky. Because this for the present is good. This is love, happy family, happy, for having everything.
Yeah, because it does look very positive.
Yeah.
Let me just show you guys if you don't know the card. Looks like that. So you see the whole family down here. It's all like uplifting and positive and stuff. So that was the present, right?
Yes. So.
Oh, that's the Chinese edition. Let me just not attempt to read that.
And by the way, another thing you can do. I'm gonna
harmony within family.
Yeah.
Yeah. News or an idea, maybe.
If you have this card and if you want to have more information about it, you take your cards and you say clarify the Nine of Wands. Then you do this until the card falls out, or until you just feel that you should stop, and then you just
clarify what?
Clarify.
Oh, that's because this one you heard.
Yeah. So you just do it with your cards. But it's if you want more information.
So you put this aside when you do that?
Yes, because that's.
But because you're already using that card, so you're not gonna want to use it twice.
No.
Okay, so you would say like clarify
the four
of Shelix.
Yeah.
Or what? And then just shuffle until.
Normally it's cups, but in this deck they call it Shelix.
That was maybe my bad.
No, it's just too many cards.
Yeah.
Sometimes the universe is like, here you go.
You like all the things.
It's just like, ooh, yes.
The Hierophant.
Oh my god. That's all about doing things the traditional way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, getting married.
Buying a house.
Yeah.
Or whatever, like that.
All the things that's the traditional. I mean, these two cards are
maybe
marriage.
they have. Yeah, but it was about this card.
Oh yeah. But it fell on this card.
It did fall on that card.
It's tricky. Yeah, exactly. That's the tricky thing.
So if it falls on this,
there's meaning with it.
Okay. Even though I asked them to clarify, they can say, okay, you asked for this, but this is what you're getting, so deal with it.
Yeah. But then again, you can just ask again.
Right.
Maybe it's just because that you have to understand something special with that card.
Okay, so maybe it's something about like someone around you is considering maybe a marriage, or maybe like something more serious with you.
Yes, exactly. Like it's that easy.
Yeah. Okay.
And maybe it's because that you don't need to clarify that card because you already understood what it was about.
Yeah.
Like
you don't have to waste any more
time.
Yeah. Okay, so when something is upside down.
Because this card, upright, this is being single and having everything. Well, some of the cards are very happy, but again,
deceit and theft og sådan, det er meget sådan også med det her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. Again, hvis du er unsure, kan du clarify.
Yeah.
Well,
that was not supposed to go in there.
No.
Okay.
Jo, Four of Pentacles, og det er fordi, at det har siddet med ryggen til. Four of Pentacles is all about clinging to something.
Okay, so maybe, like, if I was to draw a conclusion from all this,
Yeah.
maybe someone is clinging to a relationship with someone who's, like, being very deceitful, maybe trying to marry you for money,
Oh, that's
maybe, but either way being deceitful in some way towards you.
And now that it's reversed, maybe someone is getting out of that, you know.
Yeah, and so like maybe you could draw the conclusion that someone is or should work on getting out of that.
Yes. You're a fast learner.
I try. I do my best. It's difficult, but I think it's always easier when it's something you have an interest in.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Definitely.
Okay,
Exactly.
so let's try with yours, just so like the more training the better.
I would say that for this card, this is of someone who's been hoping to be in a relationship with a soulmate that turned out not to be a soulmate. And in the past, they went to the battle with that person. It might... Oh yeah, another thing that I'm going to teach Kiri. When it's wands, this is all about fire signs. When it's cups, it's all about water signs. This is cups.
So just to clarify that, what...
Write it down. I think that's easiest.
Yeah. Okay, can I pack this up again?
Yes, if you feel that you're done with it. We're gonna do more magic after.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna have to ask, so when you, for instance, when you have this, so this is concerning a water sign and this is concerning a fire sign.
It can be.
It can be,
Yeah.
but not necessarily,
No.
depending on what your intuition tells
Yes. Also because you have to remember that people who... This is a general reading, but so it's not just for one person.
you. Right, so yeah, it's a general reading for
For a lot of people.
For a
So
lot of
people should take what resonates with them.
right. But let's say that I'm reading for, like, specifically for a fire sign,
Yeah.
right? And I get, like, all cups.
If it's for fire signs and you just get cups, it can be because that there is a fire sign dealing with a water sign.
Right, but when we're dealing with a water sign, it means, like, their specific sign?
Yeah, water sign is
Like
Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces.
right.
Yeah.
So they're dealing with a person with that sign.
Yes, they can
One of
be.
them can
Yeah.
be.
But again, it's all about feeling. Also,
Mhm.
like someone can be dealing with a fire sign, but someone can also be dealing with a water sign.
Right.
But it can also just be the energy of the cards, like someone being beaten up. Also, because this is the soulmate card,
Right.
but it's in reverse. It's not a soulmate.
Right. So it's someone you maybe thought was a soulmate.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
So they went through. It's like me and the person. I have trust issues from that.
Yeah.
So
Obviously, of course.
So obviously, I'm still going to be in anxiety. This is the anxiety card,
Okay.
but it's reversed, so it can mean that I'm getting better.
Yeah.
The
And that's
queen.
now.
This
So
is
you're getting better
now.
It could be an indication that you're getting better now.
Yeah. So if I say, okay, clarify the 9 of
Swords.
Swords reversed. Wee. Alright. So it can mean that maybe a earth sign is coming my way. But
A knight. So that could mean someone is coming your way.
yeah. This is someone actually giving you a trustworthy proposal or offer.
So a trustworthy proposal and offer would go very well hand in hand with you getting better with anxiety and trust issues.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But now that the Ace of Pentacles is reversed, it can mean that the person that you're reading for is too stuck in finances. They have to work on their finances
Before
that this can come into their life.
But isn't this the now?
Yes, but the now can be, there's a long,
Right.
So
So this is like far future?
it can be the near future, but it can also be the far future. The Queen of Wands reversed can be an evil woman, but again, it can also be a male. Now that it's general, like teaching you into a culture that's not good for you.
Right. Yeah.
Or someone who is just trying to, how do you say that? Someone who's trying to take your fame, like sneaking you in the wrong direction.
Right, they're trying to like to climb your ladder, or like,
yeah, exactly.
step on you. Sorry guys, the battery died. So what we were just about to do when the battery died was to go through the cards to like get a general meaning of the whole thing. So from Sandra's decks, we just concluded that because the Six of Cups was reversed, it could have been someone this person thought was a soulmate, but turns out not to be a soulmate. And because of that, the person could have ended up with trust issues, potentially, or a lot of anxiety. And someone could, in the now or the near future, come into your life and give you, like, what was
Trustworthy.
Oh, like a trustworthy person come into your life, but that requires that someone needs to look at potentially their finances and get that under control before the universe allows that to happen.
Yeah.
Right?
And something just got to me. For someone else, this can also mean that you have to be careful not to refuse it. Because this is someone offering a pentacle. This is someone offering a pentacle.
Oh, right.
So, again, for someone else out there, it can be careful not to say no to a new offer.
So maybe the person can, on the surface, seem like something you didn't want to take, but you should reconsider and maybe do it anyways.
Yeah. Because someone got hurt in the past.
Right, and it will fix your future.
Yeah.
Could fix your future. And then for your future, there's someone in your life you need to watch out for. It could be a woman, but it could also be a man. So it could be a father or a friend or a boyfriend that's evil or have bad intentions.
Yeah, someone who's controlling.
Or controlling, yeah. And that is because it's reversed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then for the helping cards, we have the twin. This is judgment.
Judgment, yeah.
Judgment, which means that someone is gonna get kicked in the butt by karma.
Yeah.
Right, basically.
It's the basic straight meaning of the card.
Basic straight meaning, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I keep forgetting this one.
Someone who is someone who hasn't been a good father.
Oh yeah, someone who hasn't been a good father. Yeah.
An absent father.
But does it have to be a father? Can it not also be a mother?
Not if it's the emperor. Emperor.
The emperor is a father figure.
It is a father figure.
A person in charge, maybe.
It can also be that. Yeah, it could. It could also because we have the empress,
right?
And we have the emperor, and we have the queen, and we have the king. But again, for the queen, you can say that it's a male energy, but not if it's the emperor, because
the emperor is a male energy period.
Yeah, and this is major. Also, another thing with the major arcanas is all about a major thing.
Right.
This is the day-to-day things. This is the major, the life-changing events.
But what when the life-changing events is like helping cards? Is that so the life-changing events that's either happening now or gonna happen are to help you understand what all this is about?
Yes.
Right.
So, if you're waiting for someone who's been, for example, someone out there you are alone with your kid and you have
someone who's gonna want to come into your life and be a father figure, then maybe don't let them in, or
or this can also be that the father of your son or daughter is going to get, a kick in the butt.
A visit from karma.
Yeah, a visit from karma. So it can also be that.
Right.
Again, there's so many meanings. But let's just quickly try to clarify the reverse Queen of Wands. Let's see if we can get more information about it.
So,
the Chariot! Moving forward. So this can also be that you are moving away from, in the future, from that person.
The person, so that it could be that the person who have ill intentions, or like...
Yeah.
Or like a bad person towards you, or a controlling person, that you are gonna move on from that.
Yes, that is so. I love when it's just like straight on,
right?
Because that's a major arcana, so it's a big thing.
Okay, so just to clarify, so if you shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and nothing falls out, should you take that you're not gonna get an answer to this?
No.
You have to figure it out on your own.
Then it's just because you just have to stop and take the first card.
Okay.
It's just sometimes it's it's easier if they say it's for.
But this is a lot of cards.
Yeah, I don't want to take them.
Okay.
But again, this is the card that you got, like refusing an offer.
Oh, the cups.
Yeah, so it can be linked together with that. Like, you're gonna move away from a bad person, and you're gonna concentrate. You need to concentrate on the new person trying to come back into your life.
Yeah. So you need to take this offer.
Yeah.
For your future's sake.
Yeah. If you want true love. We all want true love.
Okay, so should we try this again?
Yes.
Okay, so this is yours.
So maybe you should try it with your cards.
So let's do this. Move this out of the way. And then you knock 3 times?
Yes.
To get the old energy out. Because as we just discussed off camera when I was changing the battery, no matter if we're practice reading or reading or whatever, it's still a reading, and it's still a reading for someone, and you guys are watching this. So we still need to cleanse the deck of the energy we just put out there.
Yeah.
Right? That's right?
Yes.
Yes. So we did that now.
Yeah.
So then we started off separating into 2.
Ooh, the world. Oh, by the way, if you shuffle card and you pay attention to that, remember to say, the world is one of them, that is the universe really shifting things. Like, woohoo!
Yeah. Okay, so that can also be a part of a reading?
It is, yeah. If you see the card, pay attention to it, then it's a part of maybe it's a message for someone. Like, the world.
Right. But it does not necessarily have to be a part of the reading.
It doesn't have to. But always keep it in the back of your head that you saw it.
So is that what you were talking about? Or is it not enough?
No, that's not enough.
Okay. Because remember we were talking about like if part of the deck was not shuffling?
Yeah.
But
it needs to be the half of
but
the
also,
deck.
am I right in assuming that you shouldn't be too careful with this? Like
yeah.
you should just like
yeah, oh my god, don't yes.
And how many times do you shuffle it on average?
As many times as you feel. Sometimes when you talk, you just,
Okay. And then it was 3 piles.
Yeah, cut it in 3. Put the back together.
This is the hard part because they're slippery.
Yeah, it's because they're new.
Yeah. Okay. And then you turn over the 3.
Then you do the what is the message for earth signs? Yes, you did. Yeah, because you did water before, I think. Right? Didn't we say? Let us know, guys. Did we say water first?
I don't think there was because I hadn't written this down yet, so I didn't know this. So I don't think it was that. I think it was more general than that.
Yeah.
What is the message? Does it have to be a sign?
You can also take what is the message for today. If it's one big reading, what is the message for today?
Should we just try for today?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the message for today? And then you just shuffle like this?
Yeah.
So that could be one, maybe?
Yeah. Woo! And it didn't flip, it's actually to the side. So I will say that this is also part of it. But you have to think about how you want, how do you want to flip them over?
Should I think about it or should I just flip them?
Just flip them.
So I'm gonna do like this. So you didn't see that, but I did like this.
Yeah.
So this is what we got. Right?
Yes.
So this one is right side and this is reversed.
We just talked about that card.
Yes, we did. But this is still all helping cards, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we do, and that's just from the top of the deck, right?
Yeah.
So past and present and future.
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Oh.
Bottom.
Okay, and dip. But that's to me, so I always do it to me, right? So this is right side up.
Yeah. Again, and you can, whatever you feel like, if you feel that more of the card from the bag is a part of the reading, you take it.
Okay. So it's all about intuition.
Yeah, intuition. Yeah.
Could it be a good idea to do this so you don't accidentally shuffle it in again? Because that way, when I have to shuffle it, I don't mistake it.
Yes. Again, you can do whatever you want. You can also just put it to the side, put it to the top, or you can do it like you do it.
I think I'm gonna do it like this because it's a good thing that I don't shuffle it in on accident. So, okay. So do you usually talk about the helping cards first, or this first and helping cards after?
I always take the helping card first, and then I take the energy card.
Okay, so can we... I'm just trying to... so everything can be seen, maybe. So we have helping cards on top, and the past, present, and future at the bottom.
Yes.
Okay. So the first one we got was two of chalice.
Yeah.
Right side up.
Yeah. Cups. Just say cups, because if the chalice is...
Two of cups.
Yeah.
Right side up. Well, this is reversed, so is this called something?
Two of cups.
Just two of cups. And,
that's the lover's cup.
And if it was like this, it would be two of cups reversed.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So this is what about? Like two people...
This is the lovers. This is like, you know, people coming together. This is, you know, new love. This is sharing love. This is harmonious. What do you call that? Harmony. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that is in general a good card with this.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
But what about this though? The Hermit, if it's reversed.
We talked about that. That's the person who been thinking about what they want.
Oh yeah. So like someone who's sitting and like thinking a lot.
Yeah.
And, you know, trying to figure out what they want to do with themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And another thing, if you do the readings, pay attention to the signs. Like there's a snake in the picture. There's two doves.
So the dove could be like a good peace sign.
Yeah.
So maybe it's someone who maybe could also be two people coming together after an argument.
Yeah,
peace,
yeah,
or
exactly.
Like, so it doesn't necessarily have to be lovers.
No.
Okay. Again with intuition.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And one thing that I paid attention to, because the birds are in the middle of the card, so it can also mean that it's in the here and now.
Right.
Like,
because it's in the middle.
Yeah, because they are not up here and they are not down there.
Yeah. Okay. So the Hanged Man.
Oh, another thing. Undskyld. Sorry that I interrupt you all this.
No, that's okay.
Also, watch where the magician is pointing.
Up, yeah, to the Hermit.
Yeah, and the Hermit is pointing his.
Yeah, so these two are actually pointing together.
Yeah, exactly.
So this could be related to the past.
Yeah.
That's how you draw from that, right?
Yeah. And it can also just be related to each other, like someone is trying to manifest coming back at the moment.
Someone from the past is trying to come back into your life?
Yeah.
Okay, bathroom break is over. Let's continue. Okay, what I was thinking, because you always have the best thoughts in the pooper, I should write down some general things like what you say and different things. Like, for instance, like, what is the message for, like, different things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That would be a good idea.
So the first thing you say is always, what is the message for?
Yeah.
And then you choose from there.
Yeah.
So just to recap, so this was about, like, new love or partners in some way, or peace.
Yeah.
Or, like, coming to a mutual understanding, maybe?
Yes.
Or something along those lines. Two people coming together in one way or another.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And then we have the Hermit, which is about someone who is inside of thinking a lot or in their own head a lot, right?
Yeah.
And that's paired together with the Magician, but we will come back to that later.
Yeah.
And then we have the Hanged Man.
Yeah. The Hanged Man is a little bit like the Hermit, like... It can also be that someone is standing or is not moving. You know, someone doesn't want to make a decision. Like they tie themselves to, like, nope, I'm gonna stay here and not making a decision.
Which could be tied together to the Hermit.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Because they're overthinking something that makes them stuck in one place.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So, and this was the past, which the reversed hermit was connected to.
Yeah.
And change the battery. We are back. So we were talking about the magician that was connected to the hermit. We came from to this card, right?
Yeah.
So this card is the past.
Yes.
Connected to the hermit, we know this because they're pointing towards each other. If you can see that with their hands. So, the magician means what?
The magician sometimes likes to work alone.
Mm-hmm.
The magician is also manifesting what it is that you want.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a bit tricky because in this card, there's a hint of falseness. Like, you know, there's a lot of things hidden from the public or the people. Yeah. So again, it's all about using what's happening in the card, but also the bigger meaning of it. But it's all about manifesting what it is that you want to. So it can be the person, it can be the person watching this, or the person who's, you know, what do you call that? It can be the person watching this video or whoever they are dealing with, trying to manifest something.
So maybe in this case, could it be something like, if you were to like draw it together with this, that a person was trying to manifest something, but was so stuck in what they were doing, that it was not happening for them?
Yeah.
In the past.
Yeah, in the past.
Right?
This can also be marrying for money, because pentacles are all about money.
Right. So maybe someone around you is trying to marry for money, but that could be all other things as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, it can also be a lack of self-discipline. It can be someone is stuck, like they don't want to get out of being single.
Right.
Because the Nine of Pentacles is a single woman.
Right.
Yeah. And the Nine of Cups is all about wish fulfilled, but again, in this picture, you see kids overeat.
Right.
So it can also just be someone who is childish, like overdoing something instead of focusing on their wish. And it fits well together with the magician, like manifesting your dreams and desires, but maybe focusing on.
So maybe this person needs to try to get out of their head.
Yeah.
And out of this whole like stuck in their ways thinking in order to move forward to what they really want.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Also because this card is all about victory. It can also be a famous person.
Right.
And in this deck, it's funny because someone is letting a dove out, like freeing something that's been locked
or caged.
Yeah, caged. And the dove is all about freedom. It's a sign for peace, right?
So.
And there is dove here.
Yeah. So maybe in order to get to the goal they want, and so this is like saying this can happen for you, but you need to resolve these things with yourself first.
Yeah. The snake can be that someone needs to be a little protected for snaky people.
Right.
Yeah. Again, it can have so many different messages in one.
Right. But this was like for the week to come, right? This was a message for the week to come. Was that for the day?
I can't remember.
I think it was for the day. This was a message for the day.
Yeah, but again, this is general. So maybe the person watching this video, it can have happened in the past, or it can happen in the future.
Right.
It's timeless.
Mm-hmm.
But the message comes through the day that people see it.
Right. So just because it was out last Monday does not mean for them, because they are meant to find it on the day they find it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
It's very important. Because sometimes people get too stuck on what they hear in the now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like maybe they see it, a week after it's posted, and like, well, this didn't happen to me. Well, of course, you are seeing it today, so it can happen in a week or two.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, because you cannot read for someone who's not there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
You're guided to the things you're supposed to, see.
Yeah.
When you're ready to hear it.
Right.
I haven't really... Also because here there's a lot of people yelling at... Like, maybe this person has a lot of family members or people around them yelling at them to make a decision.
Right.
Maybe that's why they don't want to make a decision. Because people are on their neck.
But just to be sure, like, the snake, for instance, cannot be seen on your deck, right?
What?
Can you see the snake?
No. Not on...
And
no,
you can't see the people either.
I actually can. Not the people... No, because this is the hanged man.
Yeah. So this is like telling like a different story, and you can't see the children either, I assume.
Yeah, like this is the magician.
Right. So you can't see the sword or the stick or the monkey.
Yeah, and here, this is you can see the kids that's behind the
Right.
I'm trying to find the hermit. Didn't we have the hermit?
I only think we saw the hermit in my deck.
Oh, here!
There you go.
No, in this deck he's on ice. And here the ice is melting. That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
And the star is not shining as bright.
Right.
But again, intuition.
That's really interesting.
I actually don't know where they are. That is the lovers.
There's no dog.
No. So it's all about what's happening behind the scenes. This is the lovers. The lovers!
Okay, so now we know what the general reading is.
Yes.
Right. And we know how to clarify it for cards.
Yeah.
Clarify a card, and we know how to get the message we want to get.
Yes.
Or not the message we want to get, but the message we're supposed to get.
Yes.
That's the right phrasing, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So... Right. And to cleanse, you either knock on the deck or you use the selenite.
Selenite, yeah. Or the Palo Santo.
Okay. Good.
It's always interesting to see what comes up. Justice.
And once.
Ha!
So.
This by the way, this is Libra. And this is walking around in blindness, not really seeing what you're supposed to see.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe again someone doesn't want to see the justice, like karma. Like, oh god.
So someone doesn't want to see they're walking into a handful of karma.
Yeah. That can be the simple meaning of it.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 is again the beginning of something new. So, you have to face whatever you need to face so that something new can happen. It's a good idea for you actually to Google the meaning of 1 to 10 and write details down. No.
Right.
Yeah, because 5 is all about the foundations of something new coming your way.
Right.
More information to the people. And also, like, the Fool is the first card in the tarot card deck. The World is the last card.
Why does that matter?
Because the World is the Fool is the beginning of something.
And the world is...
The world is, the final picture, the final matter. The Fool has to sometimes be a fool, don't think too much, just do it.
Right. So it doesn't have to be someone is stupid, it might as well be, you're overthinking stuff, like...
Yeah, do it.
Dumb it down, just do it.
Exactly. So if you do a love reading, it can also just be that you can say to the person, like, the person that you are in love with is actually finally wanting to be a fool and just do it.
Right.
Just say, screw it, I'm gonna be together with you because I love you.
Could it also be the other way around, that someone is doing something stupid and needs to...
Oh yeah, to think clearly before walking into the chaos.
Before they walk into chaos.
Especially with this deck.
Yeah.
Like not watching where you are actually stepping.
Where you're stepping.
Yeah. Again, it depends on the cards that's around.
Right. So now we just learned like the very, very basics of tarot reading. I'm gonna try to use all this as a start, and then next time I'm gonna be down here, we're gonna learn some more.
Yeah.
And then evolve from there. I think that's a good idea, right?
Yes. Yeah. Otherwise, this is going to be a long video.
Yeah. So let's just stop it right here. We learned a lot today, so I'm excited to share all this with you guys, and I hope you're gonna like this video and subscribe to this new channel. I really hope to make like a really spiritual and great community here, and I hope you're gonna be along for the ride. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next video.